Ladies and gentlemen, one of my viewers here asked me this, that what are the chances of a combination of Dr. King of Matiang'i and Rigathi Gachagua winning the presidency in 2027? Another one came up and asked me still that are there chances of Dr. King of Matiang'i joining the DCP party? Now, and if they join hands, what does that mean for 2027? So I've decided to combine the two topics of Matiang'i joining DCP and working with Rigathi Gachagua for 2027. And that is what is going to form the basis of my analysis here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Without much wasting of time, allow me to dive into this topic here today.
Wakati huu, vile nimesema hapo mbeleni, tunaongea sasa ni wakati wa mjadala, vile tunaweza kujiunga na kuungana na watu wote. Na tunazungumza sisi wote. Kuna vyama vingi ambavyo tunazungumza nao wakati huu. Wengine wananiuliza unaweza kuwania urais kupitia chama chetu, na jibu langu ni moja, ngoja tuzungumze na wengine, hata hao wa Jubilee ambao mimi nilitumikia katika serikali yao. Tunaongea na wote ambao wanahusika katika wakati huu wa uchaguzi. Tukifika mahali kama kuna chama kitapendekeza zaidi, kiseme hata DCP, iseme wewe kuja uwe candidate wetu. Si tutaongea wakati huo.
First of all, if Dr. King of Matiang'i decides to join DCP, it will be a breakthrough for him on the basis that, first, that means he has trusted Rigathi Gachagua, and Rigathi Gachagua will reciprocate. So upon joining the DCP party, it gives the DCP party the strength. Now, first of all, let's remember that Dr. King of Matiang'i has indicated to join Jubilee. But the fact remains that as we speak today, Dr. King of Matiang'i has not chosen Jubilee yet officially. And he has neither disputed to join the DCP party. A clear indication that anything is possible as we speak today. So if they come together and Rigathi Gachagua and agree, go with the DCP party to the ballot, and in case Rigathi Gachagua is not allowed to vie because of his case in court, then the fact remains there are many things that are going to come up as trends. First of all, they shall have broken the issue to do with tribalism, in that a party must come from your region for you to vie with it. So therefore, it will be a thumbs up for these two people, in that they'll decide now to put their interests together and be able to take on President William Ruto. The second thing that will happen is this. Gachagua will now trust Matiang'i. And then they work together by delivering him the 5.2 million votes from the Mount Kenya region. And I'm telling you, if the Mount Kenya people wake up today and realize that Gachagua are now working with Dr. King of Matiang'i in DCP party, there'll be a lot of jubilations within the Mount Kenya region. Because some Mount Kenya people are saying we need Matiang'i, but go through Gachagua. So when you hear such kind of a statement, imagine a scenario where we need Matiang'i and Gachagua now. They're working together. They'll be very happy. Another thing I want to tell you is this. In 2027, if these two people work together, Matiang'i and Gachagua, there'll be a super game against President William Ruto. I don't think there's anything William Ruto can be able to do to beat these two leaders. Why? There'll be a good alternative for Kenyans, on the basis that Matiang'i has a track record, which William Ruto does not have as such. Which is the question that which is the question Kenyans are asking themselves as far as William Ruto's performance is concerned. People remember Matiang'i because of his way of working. And now, Gachagua being on board, people can be able to believe that Gachagua can be able to take on President William Ruto whenever he speaks. A clear indication that this team will be very strong. So William Ruto will have a hill to climb when it comes to meeting these two people at the ballot. Another thing that will come out is this. There will be numbers in parliament. If the Kisi brings the 13 members of parliament, then we go to the Mount Kenya people. They bring all their members of parliament. Then we add some people join DCP from the coast, of which I believe even actually Mohamed Ali might even join the DCP party. Then we go to other parts of Western, where I know Natembe will work with the Matiang'i as well. Ladies and gentlemen, they'll have huge numbers in parliament. Unless William Ruto plays the same game he did in 2022, if he wins the 2027 again, it's not going to be easier with a minority in parliament. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, having these two leaders working together, they'll bring huge numbers on board. huge numbers on board. And that one, I'm very sure about it. But most importantly, what are the numbers of these people when they come on board? Now, assuming that when Matiang'i and Gachagua decide to work together, Kalonzo Musyoka supports it. Natembeya supports it. What does that mean in 2027? These people will be having a 10 million strong starting base. 5.2 from the Mount Kenya region. 2 million from the Gusii region, already at 7. Then we have Kamba region bringing 2.5. We have Western Kenya bringing, let's say, 1 million. We already 10 plus million starting point before we go to the coast. So therefore, we have a strong team and strong base to start with. So in terms of numbers, they beat William Ruto by far and Raila combined. So ladies and gentlemen, what if Kalonzo Musyoka disagree on the combination of Gachagua and Matiang'i? Kalonzo Musyoka will pick a running mate from this Western Kenya region. That clearly means that if he picks Natembeya, not Eugene Wamalwa, Natembeya or Papoa Roma, that is Wetangula, those two people, the fact remains that they are going to take huge numbers from Western Kenya. And in 2027, there'll be no 50+1 win in the first round. So we will have a runoff. But the fact remains, the Gachagua Matiang'i team will emerge number 1. And most likely, either Kalonzo Natembeya or Kalonzo Wetangula or William Ruto and whoever is going to pick are going to emerge number 2. Now, in the runoff, they can decide who to join who and who to support who. But the fact remains, if they disagree, then there's a clear indication that there'll be no 50+1 win in the first round. That is what is likely to happen in 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing that you have to remember here is this. If Gachagua and Matiang'i come together, all the Mount Kenya leaders who are working with President William Ruto will dump him. Because Matiang'i seems to be an option, a better option to William Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, all those people who have been discrediting Rigathi Gachagua to some extent in terms of track record and character, they will dump President William Ruto and join this team of DCP. That is a very strong thing that will happen, politically speaking. Because you don't know who joins who. But I am very sure they'll attract huge numbers. Why will they attract huge numbers? Because of the strengths of this team. Number 1, track record. I hear Gachagua when he was a member of parliament at Madeira. And actually, I'll conduct a visit to Madeira one of these fine days. Let me first get numbers here. People to watch my videos. When I start getting good fare, I can be able to travel to those regions. I see what Rigathi Gachagua did in Madeira. I hear he constructed classrooms the same way Ndindi Nyoro is doing. Tiles, desks, then hands over the key. I don't know, but I'm going to watch and see. Because some from my comment section here, some are from Madeira. And they told me that. So ladies and gentlemen, track record these people are offering. Matiang'i, I don't want to talk about track record as such because we all know him. Ladies and gentlemen, another thing that is giving them strength is the orator skills. Unless Gachagua decides to keep quiet or he feels unwell to an extent that he cannot campaign, then we can say William Ruto is able to beat anyone else in terms of the orator skills in 2027. But so long as Gachagua is okay, able to hold a mic and speak, William Ruto has nowhere to hide. Gachagua will destroy him. Such a kind of an aggressiveness Gachagua has, it's what will attract people more. And actually Gachagua saying Matiang'i tosha, it will be a big statement, not just from the Gusii region, for most of the Kenyans who feel that Matiang'i is a better leader. I don't know what is your take, but on the comment section you can share with me on what you think about these numbers. But I feel if they come together, that's a win in 2027. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mukwa.